Hey guys, how's it going? It is Douglas here, Drown Boy Cosplay, and today I'm going to be bringing you something I've been very excited about. Now, it's always nice, of course, when packages come in, and typically I'm pretty happy to see mail anytime because it's going to be something cool, but this time I have really been impatient about this getting here. So what we have here is a Myers package from my good friend Jimmy Falco over at Spook House Props, and I cannot wait to crack this open. Man, there's something really special feeling about what's going to be in here. Let's give you guys a shot of the inside. Everything packaged very well. So first things first, I believe we have some business cards that slid to the side here. He sent me many Spook House Props business cards. So it's got Jimmy Falco on there, of course, from Syracuse, New York. And it has jimmyfalco@yahoo.com as his email if you need to contact him. Custom masks, props, costumes, weathering, and more. Thank you. Facebook, Jimmy Falco. Instagram, Jimmy Falcon88. Like Mr. AJ Good at the House of Masks, I do collect business cards, at least from like friends and people in the industry and hobby, and I love to collect that stuff. Man, I can just see a little bit of this mask, and I can't wait. Wow. Just absolutely wow. I'm kind of speechless. It looks like even better in person than in the pictures. So what we have is a gorgeous Halloween 2 Michael Myers mask. That's not all in the package, but that is the first item. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about this mask in particular. The sculpt is an H2SM. There's an H1SM and an H2SM. Originally, I saw Jimmy post some paintwork that he had done on a recent Myers, and it was an H2, and I saw it and just lost my shit, fell in love with it immediately. I'm like, this is a perfect H2. Everything about the look of that mask is what I like in an H2. Of course, with Halloween 1 and 2, for those masks, it's really just kind of up to what you look for in those masks, as to what you like, as to how much you like it, etc. So when I saw it, fell in love, I'm like, I want that, I need to get that. What is this? How do I obtain this? So I contacted Jimmy Falco and asked him, hey man, what sculpt is this? You know, what's finishing on this? How do I get this? How much? And he was very kind. He helped me to get in contact with somebody who was going to be producing them, and then I had to get in contact with someone else who I believe was the one who was currently in possession of the mold, but some new molds were being made for another person to produce, and they're currently being produced by Roland Kelly. And at the time, the H1SMs weren't ready and would not be ready for a while, but the H2SMs were ready. And I looked it over and saw some pictures of those finished and how they looked, and at first I'm like, well, what I've seen in the pictures is what I want, so I'll just wait. And then I looked at it and I'm like, you know, the only real difference is this is more shaped to be like the H2 than the other one, which I love the fact that the other mask looked like the H1 mask finished like an H2. It looked more like the mask, not worn. So I liked that about it. It was more natural. But I decided to go ahead and go with the H2SM. Got it paid for. This is a 25-inch, so I opted for a larger size simply because of what else is in this package. And I'm like, you know, I want a good H2. H2, as you guys know, is my favorite, and I'll probably never get rid of this. I've already had some pretty high cash offers for this guy, and I doubt he's going anywhere at all. I had a couple of Warlocks a while back. You guys may or may not remember that, depending on how long you've been around. But I had a great Warlock Stunt Tiers from H2 and a Warlock SE, and I got rid of both of those due to some money issues, and I was kind of like about Myers stuff at the time. I really wanted to focus on just Fun World and only Ghost. So just those two things, got rid of everything else, and regretted it instantly. Like, I've been in regret since the moment I let them go. I didn't want to let them go, but I did. So getting a good H2 back into the collection feels amazing, and this is just absolutely gorgeous. The finishing work and paint work that Jimmy does is incomparable to most other people's. It's so very, very good. If I had to compare it to anybody, I would compare it to J.C. Carter. And I know some of you Myers fans out there may think that's a bold statement, but I'm going to call it now. Jimmy Falco is going to be the next J.C. Carter. J.C. Carter's work is amazing. Of course, there's a reason that he has like a 2-3 year long waiting list, maybe even more than that. I could be wrong, but just going off the top of my head. And with Jimmy's work being as good as it is, and as far as I know, he hasn't been doing a lot of work on masks for very long, but as good as he has gotten in such a short period of time, not just with Myers, but other masks as well, Don Post stuff, just you name it. He's going to be a very, very big name in the community, and it's going to be very hard to get work from him. So I've already been talking to him, and we're going to be in the works of getting me an H1 and possibly an H3 set painted up by him, which I'm very, very happy about and looking forward to. This thing is gorgeous. Just the detail work on that is everything I want in an H2. Nice flesh tones, good placement, all the weathering is like, it's very light. It's not super harsh. Some people weather extremely harshly. The mask is very yellowed. All the weathering looks very forced. And the mask overall looks like it was purposely done that way. And that's fine. A lot of those masks still look great. But this just looks, to me at least, like it just walked off the set. I mean, look at that, guys. I can't wait to get you guys some footage of this. So, yeah, I could not be happier. If you guys are looking to get a fantastic Myers, don't want to wait a huge amount of time, I recommend the H2SM and the H1SM. Those are sculpts that really get looked over, and I think they're some of the closest, in my personal opinion. Again, with in-between sculpts, everybody likes different little things about it, but just the shape of those two sculpts to me is perfect. I love it. Now, for the second item, as I'm sure you guys can already tell, it is a pair of coveralls. So I actually got lucky enough to pick a pair of these up very, very cheap. This is a pair of Sears Roebuck. Of course, the proper green color, which is what they were in the movie. They appear a bit blue on camera, and even in person they look kind of bluish in the right lighting. In this lighting they actually look pretty green, and from what I can see on the camera they're actually looking pretty green as well. But yeah, they were green. I believe that's been confirmed, and they were Sears Roebuck. This is an old vintage copy. Someone was at a flea market, and they were like, I found this pair of coveralls, and too bad it's in a size whatever. And it was a very large size, and I'm like, hey, that's the size of coveralls I wear. Could you pick those up for me? So I was able to pick these up very damn cheap, and I wanted them just, if nothing, just to have a pair of coveralls. And I'm like, if I ever did a H2 cosplay, that would be perfect. And so Jimmy does coverall work as well, and these look just beautiful. All the weathering seems to be on point. Bullet holes are where they should be. Everything is good and nasty, how it should be. And God, I'm in love. I'm in love with the set. I can't wait to put them on. I'm definitely gonna have to get a mannequin for these. And I'm overwhelmed with how happy like this work has made me. This stuff is absolutely amazing. And I'm sure after you guys see some more close-ups, you'll completely agree with me if you can't already tell how good this stuff is. So, yet again, Jimmy Falco, Spook House Props. Love you, man. I really do. You've made me very happy with the work you've been doing for me. So yet again, thank you. You guys go check him out. If you're not going to buy anything, that's understandable. At least show him some love and check his stuff out. I mean, if you love seeing monsters, art, mask conversions and stuff like that, check him out. If you're here, then you love that kind of stuff, so there's no reason you shouldn't go check him out. Alright guys, so I guess there's not a lot left to do, but to give you a better look at this stuff. So here we go. Thank you everybody for watching. Love you all.